Remember that plane? It didn't fly very well, and it was way too heavy, and it crashed a few times. So now I'm building a bigger one. That's what I've been working on over here. Doesn't look like much right now, but hopefully it'll look like a cool airplane soon. This is the nose section, and then I've got the middle section and then the tail. This is how I've been building these planes lately. That's how I built that one, the little one, and then my like FPV tail dragger bush plane thing. So yeah, I build like the nose piece and then the middle piece of the fuselage and the tail, and then I'm going to glue them all together. So these are almost dry, but let me quickly go over how I made these in case anyone is curious. I designed the plane on my computer here on Fusion 360. I made a 3D model, and then I used the model to make like a drawing, and then I've just been using this drawing to find all the dimensions, and then as I need them I draw a picture and write it down. And then I just take the foam, big piece of foam, it comes in 1-inch thick pieces, cut it in half so I have 1/2-inch pieces, and then I cut out all the shapes, and then I make these box structures, which are the sections of the fuselage. So this is the middle section. It's the first one that I made. So it's basically just a box glued together with Gorilla Glue, and then the tape holds it together while the glue dries. And then this is the nose piece, also a box. The bottom is like rounded, so I use the bigger piece of foam, a thicker piece, and then I'm just going to cut it to the curved shape. So that, and then this is the tail, and it's just like a box pyramid thing. So not too simple to make, the pretty simple geometries, but the next step after this is I'm going to take all the tape off once the glue's dry and cut off all the glue that spooged out, and then I'm going to put a template on each side of these sections, like right here where they'll connect together, and I'm going to slice it clean flat, because you can see how like that's like crooked, and then the middle part is like flat. It's not lined up perfectly, so I'm going to cut it. That's what I've been doing to make it like a perfectly straight, and then I'll glue it together with Gorilla Glue. The canopy, or like the cockpit, whatever, it's going to be a separate piece. It's going to go here, similar to the way I made that one. Over here I got the vertical and horizontal stabilizers. That's the horizontal stabilizer. That's the vertical stabilizer. I've got the carbon fiber strips in here. These are just really thin carbon fiber strips. I cut like a slice in it and then just glued it in there with Gorilla Glue. Makes it sturdy. Same with that. And then it extends out, so it'll go into the tail of the fuselage there. Give it more support. So I sliced those off now, and now they are very straight and smooth. So now I'm going to Gorilla Glue those 3 sections together, and then we'll have the fuselage mainly ready for sanding. Alright, so we got the 3 sections of the fuselage glued together now. I sliced the tail, made it straight, and then tried to line everything up right. It looks pretty good. Hopefully it's lined up good enough. So yeah, once that dries, then probably start sanding everything. Here on the back part of the tail, on the top part, I actually used a 1-inch thick piece of foam for the roof part, so that'll give me more material to work with for carving and sanding the curved part, because it's going to be a pretty big curve, sort of like this one. It's like rounded a lot on the back, more so than like this one. That plane I just sanded the edge a little bit. This one's going to be cut to be round, so we'll do that next. Alright, after a few hours of work, this is the progress that I've made. Here's the smaller one, and this is the new one. So I started sanding it and pretty much got the fuselage all sanded. I got the horizontal stabilizer sanded, and I got the slot cut out for it. And then the vertical stabilizer, there's a little slot for this carbon fiber rod to slide into. So that's what we got done today. Everything else is all sanded and pretty good. I might go over and sand it one more time tomorrow, but that's all the work for today. Tomorrow the plan is going to be to glue in the stabilizers and finish making the canopy. It's going to be tricky, but we'll figure it out. And then begin on the wing. So that's all for now.